The book Sold is about a 13-year-old girl named Lakshmi who lives in a small village in Nepal. Due to financial problems at home, she goes to the city to work as a maid and provide income for her family. When she actually gets to the city, she realizes that she has been sold into the sex trade. This book is pretty much about how Lakshmi deals with conflicts in her daily life and how she never lets negative encounters bring down her spirit and belief that one day she will go back home. This book was written by Patricia McCormick, who was born in 1956. Her inspiration for the book came from a photographer she met 8 years ago, who was working undercover to document the presence of I think kids in Kapal have more freedom than kids in Nepal or India. Our parents and school system allow us to make a lot of our own choices, like what school we want to go to, what job we want to hold in the future, and what classes we want to take now in high school. Kids over there don't have this right sometimes. Sometimes their parents can't afford to send them to school, or they're in a caste system in which they can't move up or down and get certain jobs in. Also, in the United States, teenagers are granted a lot of privileges by the government. At the age of 16, we're allowed to drive. At the age of 18, we are legal citizens. We can vote and move out of our I don't think that people in Kapel realize the importance of the little things in life because we are always surrounded by lavish things and we are so privileged that we forget the big picture. Um, I think when Lakshmi first came to the city, she had unrealistic expectations of it. She thought that the roofs would be of gold and movie stars would be seen strolling around. She also thought that she would be working as a maid, which we later find out is not true. I think that she realized that the city is not all it is hyped up to be in both the outside and the inside. The adult-teen relationship in Sold is completely different from the adult-teen relationship in Kopel. In Sold, Lakshmi's family depends on her in order to survive, but in Kopel, the kids depend on their parents. Our parents give us money to buy clothes, to go out with our friends, to have dinner, a movie, whatever. But first of all, in Lakshmi's life, she's not even given the privilege of going to the movies. I don't even know if they have movies where she lives. She doesn't use the extra cash to buy nice things for herself. Instead, she thinks of ways of making their little hut a more permanent place, while her father, her stepfather, thinks of things he can buy for himself.
I think Coppell is a very isolated community, and it's not really a place where you get a sense of how the rest of the world works. If you were to go outside of Coppell, you would see a lot of different elements like homelessness and more crime than you do here. So
I think in Coppell a lot of the things are given to us, so we don't really earn what we have, so when we go to the real world it might be a little harder to adjust to that.
Living in Coppell, it's helped me to just like be able to interact and get along with everyone here. So I think it's prepared me for the real world. So like when I go out and get a job, I'm gonna be able to like know everyone and like know how to talk with everyone. And I think just living in Coppell has really helped me.